What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Sakina, and I'm back with another review. This is my review for the Real Housewives of Potomac. This is season 10, episode 13. Be sure to check us out tonight on the Whether You Like It or Not panel, hosted by Scotty by Nature TV. Now, it was supposed to be hosted by Josiah, but he has some technical issues, so it's going to be on Scotty's channel tonight at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So make sure y'all set your reminders and come back around later on tonight. Happy New Year, everyone. It is 2026. I didn't get to say that beforehand, before the new year. Hold on. Okay, anyway, yes, Happy New Year's 2026. I'm very optimistic for this year for sure. Extremely excited. I feel like 2025 was one of the best years that I've had in a while. It had its ups and downs, but overall, despite me getting laid off at the top of the year, I really did things my way. And I'm just really excited for this year because I just feel like it's going to be on the up and up, okay? Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. So the episode opens up with all the ladies doing their thing. One thing that stuck out to me was Wendy giving a speech, like a graduation speech at the school that she teaches at for the girls. I don't know if she was an honorary, I don't know. She was giving a speech, okay, at a school. I don't know if that's the school that she works at. I don't know if that was like a guest speaker role or whatever the case may be. But what I do know is that sis probably would not be invited back anytime soon. No shade. But anyway, we see that Tia and her sister are with her twins. They're stopping by this lady's house. I said, who is this random white lady? She's visiting her childhood home. We learned that her dad moved to the States because he didn't like London or something like that. So she would come and visit him, and that's the reason why she moved to DC. So they're visiting the house, going around. Okay, let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think it's weird when people go back to their childhood homes and it's no longer theirs? It's owned by someone else? It's like, if I had the chance to go back to, like, I would consider like my childhood home, my great grandma's house. It's no longer there. And I think all of our family, if we could go back and, go through the house, though it's no longer hers, we would definitely take that opportunity just for, nostalgic purposes. But I do feel it to be a bit intrusive and a little odd. I can't do that because the house is actually torn down now. So it's not like we can go back and see it. But I get why people do it, but I also feel like it's kind of like you're invading people's space, even though she did get the okay. And then I was like, well, Tia, you emailed the lady. How you get her email? Like, how did you get this lady's email? I was so confused by that. But yeah, it was a very emotional moment for her. She got she seen her dad's birthday on this note that had like a motivational speech on it or whatever. So she got very emotional. It was very nice that she said that she does carry a bit of guilt for not wanting to get to know her siblings while her dad was still around and things. But, hey, this is a part of her healing journey. Her dad passed away 8 years ago. Now, I was kind of like, well, damn, she kind of acting like this is fresh. But, hey, I've never lost a parent, thankfully. So I don't know what that's like. But yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel about, going to visit while somebody is there. Because I'm like, damn, y'all done brought a camera crew and everything. Remember, Sutton did the same thing on Beverly Hills. So yeah, y'all just let me know. Quick scene, really wasn't about nothing if you ask me. Ashley, Giselle, and Wendy, they all get together. They say that they had an amazing event. That was Robin's Family Fun Day 2.0. But okay, if that's what y'all deem amazing, then who am I to say? Anyway, Ashley is amazed by how far Giselle and Wendy have come. And then they talk about how they got invited to an event hosted by Monique, who's been MIA for 2 episodes. And why is she a friend again? Why was she needed? I've been saying that this season has been doing really well without her. I feel like the ladies, this is a good group of ladies. So minus Ashley for real. But nonetheless, I feel like they had a groove and they didn't need any additional people. So adding Monique just gave desperate scramble looking for something for views. again, it wasn't needed. Anyway, yeah, they have an event that she's hosting that's coming up. And then they also talk about the upcoming trip to Colorado that Angel was hosting. Wendy says that she is a wet blanket, baby is a damper, okay? And so at this point, they're just very interested to see how this trip is gonna go. Yeah, baby, I am too. Ashley is throwing a 6 to 60 party because a lot of her family members got birthdays in the same date range, I guess. It was a cute little name for the party. Dean is turning 6, Uncle Lump turning 60, one of her aunts and uncles turning 58. Okay, that's cute. Her grandma was there. I think that was the first time we seen Sheila mama. They look like they in the same age range, if you ask me. Baby, that man over there putting Sheila through it. Now, grandma look good. Don't get it twisted, but like I said, yeah. We also know why Sheila is in the situation that she in, because y'all heard her mama talking about she liked the man. Girl. Meanwhile, Ashley hates him. His daughter know that he got a problem. Uncle Lump seemed irritated. Child, that's learned behaviors over there. Look at how Ashley ended up with Michael. Help him. Speaking of that man, they say that Sheila's man is finally going to rehab. And I was with Uncle Lump. Literally, I was saying, like, who cares? And Uncle Lump said, what are we talking about? No, literally, what are we talking about? The man didn't even know that John, I guess that's his name, is going to rehab or whatever. This is something that Sheila is excited about, blah, blah, blah. Listen, this man is not a main character. We never seen him on screen or nothing like that. So at this point, I don't give a damn about what he got going on. I don't. We can stop talking about him. We ain't never seen him. Let's move on. Said, oh, Ashley, look at you. Showcasing your black family. You know, black people are not a monolith. I used to hate when people say that, but it's very true. Because, I mean, it's true, but, like, I just felt like it was overly said. But, we're not. I'm just saying, like, Urban Ashley likes to pop out from time to time. It just seems very forced. But, yeah, I mean, she clearly had black people around her. I just feel like she wasn't as tapped in. Moving on. Quiet on set. I'm filming. So we are at Monique's event, and it's a book event for her healing journey and all of that. And she said that she didn't realize that so many women were going through the same things. I'm like, going through the same what? She didn't give any specifics on what she was going through for me to understand what women identify with. But moving on. Angel came in and gave her some nice words. As a writer, they see each other. And then we also see the flashback of Angel inviting Monique out to Colorado. So we know that she's with the girls. Escala is there, which I thought was very interesting because we know Escala to be close with Candace. I never knew her to be close to Monique. Not saying that she didn't know Monique prior to the show or anything like that, but correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Escala come after Monique left? And we know she was really close with Candace, so I wonder how that works. Moving on, Monique reads a piece of the book. And baby, we already know she is extremely long-winded, and they was giving little time lapses like, okay, girl, come on, wrap this up. But she got to it. And then she decided to give shady gifts to the ladies. And I'm like, where are we going with this? Because this is supposed to be about your book, your healing journey, word to Whitney. So just trying to figure out what's going on. She pulled out some binders that all of the ladies have to write in. This is why I don't like filming in open spaces. Like, do y'all see them? They're literally, this is too much. Please get your pets. Anyway, so she pulls out some binders for the ladies to write in. And they have to write about who they are and how they present themselves to the world. Honestly, I would have been ready to go at that point because don't give me no homework assignment. especially when it's not just an intimate setting with the housewives. Because imagine, okay, here lately I've been thinking about how like real party guests feel being a part of filming, because we know there's always like an isolated table for the housewives and everything is centered around the housewives. I wonder, do the outside party goers actually enjoy the event? Because we know how housewives get, they get to arguing and all of that, and it's just like that takes away from the fun. I need to talk to somebody. I need to talk to somebody who's been at these events while filming. Like how does that work for y'all? But anyway, under a tab, there's a tab with every woman's name on it, and they have to go through and tell how they feel about that person. So Stacey is up, and Monique tries to get her binder so she can read what she said about a particular woman. And Stacey was trying to give her some pushback. You know, they was kind of tugging on the binder. And Monique said, last time I had a table separating me from someone and didn't end well. Don't do it. And you supposed to get people to believe that you're sincere in this healing journey and this is not you and all of that. Like, I know it's supposed to be a ha-ha kiki, but no. And I just felt like this was the wrong road to go down when this is your event, because it can turn ugly, and then the argument will overshadow what you got going on. She's talking about, I'm still petty or whatever. I hope that God don't take that away from me. Girl, okay. Anyway, they get to reading each other's opinions of each other on the microphone. Okay. So then Ashley writes under, sorry, you distracted me. No, actually, wasn't that Wendy? I think Wendy had said something. Wendy called Kiana fake under her tab. I really didn't care too much about that. My concern was Ashley. Under Angel's tab in Ashley's binder, she wrote catfish, not living in her truth. Ashley, I'm trying to figure out why you're so wrapped up in what Angel got going on. What has Angel done to you directly? I thought we moved past this catfish thing, yet it's you that keeps bringing it back up. And I'm not understanding why. What is your beef with Angel? Again, she's such a damn tryhard. It's annoying. So at that point, Angel was like, well, if you feel like I'm not living in my truth, why are you trying to come out to my house? Hello? Thank you. At that point, uninvite her big-headed ass, because, bitch, you're not about to come to my house. You keep trying me. She already did it with the chicken battered catfish, and now here she is again at Monique's event. Like, girl, what the fuck is your deal? And at this point, I would have to gather Ashley, too, because Urban Ashley, we don't need to be talking about nobody having identity crisis or not living in their truth and everything else, because, yeah, we don't even recognize this little persona that you got going on this season. So I'm going to need you to tread lightly. So at that point, Wendy is asking, well, is Ashley invited? And Angel's whole thing is, I put a lot of time and effort into this trip. Why would I basically allow someone into my home or around me that is questioning my motives? Like, no. Again, I don't really understand why Ashley is doing this. It's obviously because she has nothing else to talk about, nothing else to do. And so it's obvious that Angel does not want Ashley to come. So before she could even really say, Giselle chimed in and was like, well, this is my bestie. Girl, please. And if she can't come, then I'm not coming either. Okay, bitch, bye, because neither one of y'all should be in her space anyway. To be honest, because you are the one that started the catfish conversation, so you shouldn't be invited. But girl, nobody give a fuck if you and Ashley don't go. The trip will be very serene if y'all don't show up. So then you got Monique on the mic talking about, well, this didn't go as I anticipated. I apologize. You're not about to sit here and play in our face either and act like this wasn't some mess that you intentionally started up. You said it your damn self. So you knew exactly where it was headed. Girl, Monique, shut the fuck up. That's why I can't take you in this healing journey seriously, because you're unserious right now. So Monique gives her attention to Angel and was like, I didn't know that there was any issues between the two of y'all. So Angel was giving Monique the breakdown. The Potomac and Pony's party, She was late. She actually said it's because Bobby didn't want to go. And so she was already frustrated with that. And so that's the reason why we got the "we'll get there when we get there" from Bobby. Or they got that, not we, child. So she was explaining that. She was like, and then I get there, and Ashley is questioning me about being evicted when that wasn't the case. Ashley chimes in and was like, well, that's what it sounded like. Bitch, Angel broke it down to you already. She broke it down in this scene again that the lease ended before she expected it to. At the end of the day, it don't got shit to do with you. Like, you're too in the mix of stuff, Ashley. And what pissed me off the most was Wendy chiming in, talking about, if you knew these women, then you wouldn't take that to heart. Says the same one who took it to heart when Giselle sat there and said that your husband was following big booty bitches on Instagram, and that was a result of you getting plastic surgery. You got in Robin's ass about that. You got in Giselle's ass about that. Let's not also forget that Ashley is the one who was stirring the pot between you and NECA and the whole, you know, your mama is a witch situation. Girl, what are you talking about? These are things that you took to the heart. These are things that you took to the heart. Rightfully so. So don't try to make it seem like what Angel was experiencing with the girls is lighthearted or whatever, because had the roles been reversed and they were saying that you was getting evicted, or they was talking about your fraud allegations and everything else, you wouldn't be taking that to the heart, baby. You wouldn't. So I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up and put your cape down. That's your problem. You're always trying to cape for bitches who ain't caping for you. That was always my issue with Wendy. Like, girl, sit the fuck down and chill out. You don't even have to chime in. Like, what is your game for doing that? You know these ladies past, their history, and what they've done directly to you. So what is your point in saying this? Oh, that just irritated me so bad. But Angel, this is what we need. Yes, addressing shit head on. She told Ashley, don't call me a catfish again. That shit is over and done. Ashley gave a half-ass apology, and I know that Angel knew that it was full of shit because she said, thank you for your thorough apology. Ashley's apology was, I'm sorry for using the word evict in my vernacular. So she still meant what she said. Like, bitch, you would not be invited, period. Anyway. So all the ladies are at the airport coming together for Angel's trip to Colorado. Now, as soon as she got to the airport, I felt like Wendy, her complaints started to go. So her first complaint, she looked great, by the way, but it did look like she was going to like an island vacation versus going to Colorado. Nonetheless, she looked really good. So she was like, where's the host? And Tia's like, she's in Colorado. Somebody said that she was in Colorado. Like, duh, you know exactly where she is. Like, she literally said that she had a flight to catch after Monique's event. So that's where she's at. And then she was like, this is the first girls trip I had where we're not flying together. Shut the fuck up. You're flying with everybody but Angel. And what does it even matter? It's not like you want to be around her any fucking way. That's the thing that gets me. Y'all complain about Angel being late. Y'all don't even really like her to be around, so don't understand why y'all make that a big deal. Complain about Timo leaving. Y'all don't even fucking know him, so what the fuck is the point? Like, y'all wasn't giving him any type of special treatment anyway, so like what does it matter? So that was already strike one for me when it came down to Whitney. I just felt like she was doing too much. And so so they all get on the flight, and once they land, Angel greets them with a smile and very warm and all of that. Stacey was like, she must have took one of my edibles, honey, what's going on? But, you know, she was very welcoming, and then she separates everybody by car. So she drives to the airport, and then everybody else is like in an Uber XL or whatever. So she has Wendy and Stacey in the car with her. And she was like, you know, Wendy, we had some issues, but I really do like you. And, you know, you and Stacey are going to like y'all's accommodations. And in her confessional, she was like, she doesn't really understand why Angel was being all nice to her, but it's too late. Was it too late for Giselle? Was it too late for Ashley? Like, stop trying to act like you... Was it too late for motherfucking Mia, who got physical with you? Was it too late for them? Wasn't you turning around and kissing Mia and showing her your coochie after she tried to bop you with her pocketbook and threw some water on you? Was it too late for that? Girl, I'm not about to sit here and play with you like that. What you and Angel got going on is petty shit compared to the shit that you experienced with Mia, Ashley and Giselle. Like, girl, shut the fuck up. Wendy, you pissing me off? You pissing me off. So in the car with Jassy, Giselle, and Kiana, Jassy wants to be caught up on what's going on, what happened at Monique's event because she wasn't there. And Giselle was like, I don't know if you know or not, but Angel was evicted. Like, what is the point? Like, y'all bitches are close to 60, specifically you, Giselle, not even just a y'all thing. You are close to 60. And the way that you run around here on this childish shit is crazy to me. And then let's not forget, that was also unnecessary for you to say because you were the one who actually filled Jassy in at the Pennies and Ponies event and told her about this alleged eviction thing. Jassy was literally in the midst of all of that. She was in the same crowd as y'all when Angel was explaining what happened. So you filling her in on that was unnecessary to begin with. And so this is the first time where we hear and actually see Kiana stepping up in the moment to defend her friend. Can you stop saying that? Even though she was laughing and giggling, she was like, can you stop saying that? That wasn't the case. The lease was up. So then in another car, you got Tia, Ashley, and Monique. And they were like, Monique, who are you vibing with thus far out of all the girls? She said for her, it's Kay. She said now with Angel, she said something that was a little concerning to her in regards to Bobby not wanting to show up. And in her confessional, she feels like she understands being the person doing everything. And she doesn't know if that's the case, but some of the ingredients is the same recipe that she was cooking up when she was in her delusion with her and Chris. No, I think... I guess I can understand why she would think that. But at the same time, no, because you don't know Angel. You don't know Angel's experience with these women. It hasn't been pleasant. I understand that Monique came into the group with automatic issues with Giselle, basically. But really, Angel has been having issues with Giselle, Wendy... You know, and even when they tried to move past it, it's like shit is being brought up again. And so with the ladies calling her a catfish and, you know, trying to put her on blast as a person that's new to the group and stuff, her telling her husband that I understand exactly why Bobby doesn't want to be around these women. I don't think it has anything to do with their relationship. I know my best friend feels like there's some trouble between Bobby and Angel. I don't think that. I just think it's the environment and him not really liking the whole situation that Angel was being put in amongst the group. I'm not saying that Angel is, you know, innocent 100%, but yes, I do feel like a lot of the issues between her and the ladies is unwarranted. So yeah, I'm sure that's the reason why Bobby don't want to be around them. I just hope that they don't make this a thing. Oh, there's trouble in paradise between Bobby and da-da-da. Because, you know, that's next up. Especially when she's saying shit like that to Ashley. The ladies are on their way up to Angel's guest home. Okay, the place that she has rented out for them. It's not her guest home. But as they're going up, they're noticing that the signal is getting lost. Honey, she already done told them, y'all got to hydrate because, you know, the altitude and all those things. So once they get there, they were like, oh, so this not your house? She was like, no, it's not. We'll go to my house later. And Ashley was like, well, she was disinviting me. So I assumed that we were going to her home. No, baby, y'all are not going to her home. And I'm glad y'all are not for this very reason, because y'all always got something to say. So she introduces one of her staff members of her Wonderfield. Oh, I can't stand when I don't know stuff. But her outdoors experience. And so she was like, we're going to eat, do some breath work and all these things. Don't drink too much because one drink is double here, I guess, because of how high up they are. And yeah, she was like, I'm about to go home. And Monique is like, well, why we not at your house? Because y'all not. She said, just because. Yeah, y'all not. I need her to be honest about it, though. Like, I don't like the fact that y'all already have something to say about me being a catfish. I told y'all I don't like unnecessary energies and things like that. So for that reason, and because y'all sitting here talking about me being evicted and stuff, y'all stay over there and I'm going to be over here because y'all can still get the experience without being under her roof. It's an outdoors experience, baby. And did y'all hear Giselle talking about Angel got big shoes to fill because the Nevis trip? We're not even going to sit there and play because that was not you. Bravo did that. And prior to that, bitch, your trips wasn't hitting on shit. And let's not forget the Pennies and Ponies event. Let's not forget the Reasonably Shady event. Don't act like you just missed Do It Big, because you're not. So Angel claims that the ladies aren't invited because it's due to space. No, Angel, I'm gonna need you to be upfront. We know the reason why they're not coming in. It might not be enough space. So I feel like, that could be the truth, but also you don't rock with them like that. And that's enough of a reason. So she's showing the ladies their rooms, and Kay, I don't know if Kay popped the edible or what, because she did say that she took something because of the altitude. So I feel like she might have got lifted to match how high they were. I don't know. Anyway, she said something about the trees. Wendy pointed out, like, look at Kay. She's emotional. She doesn't understand why. Like, girl, what's going on? So she then shows Giselle and Ashley their room. Angel did. And she's like, because you said that you wasn't coming if Ashley wasn't invited, I figured y'all wanted to room together. And it's a room with twin beds. I said, I know that's motherfucking right, bitch, because y'all not about to sit here and play in my face and expect me not to play in y'all's. Yeah, since y'all a package deal and everything, go ahead. The thing is, Giselle would do the same thing if somebody tried her, because she's done it before. And she's also had it done to her when, what trip was that? I think that was, I was about to say Lake Norman. I don't think that was. The Chesapeake, I think that's when they, the whole Bigfoot salad toss thing. Remember, Robin and Giselle came late, and then they felt entitled and felt like they shouldn't have got the room that they got. Yeah, well, your attitude is what's going to lead you to get in the room that you got, baby. And I loved every bit of it. Shout out to Angel for it. So Giselle is throwing a tantrum, Ashley too, because they go down to the bottom floor and Wendy is in a bigger space. Wendy actually has the biggest space. And Jassy is like, she could have put you and Ashley down here talking to Giselle. Jassy, shut the hell up. You be grateful for your room. You don't be concerned about where Giselle and Ashley roomed at, because they wouldn't give a damn about you. Like, girl, who gives a fuck? And the way that Wendy was twirling around that room, I could tell that she wasn't willing to give it up. So as she shouldn't. No shade though. That room was not even worth all that twirling around, because I just felt like they could have decorated the space better. I didn't like the way that it had a big bed that looked like it might have been a king size bed, and then it had double beds. Like, it had a what is it called? Bunk beds. Like, what's going on? This is like a clusterfuck to me, and I just didn't like the way that it was decorated. I think that the house is very nice, but the way that they did that room, like, girl, no. And that's not towards Angel, because she ain't got nothing to do with that. But still, like, girl, okay. And then the girl's feeling some type of way because, it's an hour-long ride from her house to where they are. Okay, so again, y'all not staying with her, so it doesn't matter. Some of the girls are, and I think, Kay and Tia are staying with her, and the rest of them, y'all staying an hour out. Fuck it. So, and the only reason why I'm so fuckless, I feel like if it was, a different group, a different franchise, I would be like, now, girl, an hour is a lot, because it really is a lot. But I just feel like because the ladies have treated Angel so poorly throughout her experience, I don't feel bad for them. But again, this is the outdoors experience that she's sharing with y'all. So y'all don't need to be up under her to experience wonderful. Yeah. Giselle and Ashley got exactly what they deserved. And so they feel like Angel was doing too much, and they feel like, we not having this. Somebody said something about it was get back. I think Monique was like, that was get back for the eviction comment. And Giselle was like, she was. And Angel heard it. And Angel was like, well, first of all, I was not evicted. So, like, we not about to sit here and do that. And Giselle was like, yeah, actually, we have information. Her and Ashley was like, yeah, we got information. So then they go to the living room, and Angel was like, okay, well, let's nip this in the bud right now, because who out here spreading information about me getting evicted? Like, what's tea? Oh, this not my information to give out. Are you kidding me? Now it's not y'all's information. I be good. No. Because now I feel myself getting irritated again after watching that scene. You're not about to come into my space or an environment that I've curated for y'all and tell me that you have information on me. And then when I ask you about the information, you go and say some bullshit about it's not my information to tell. Y'all playing in this lady's face. And this angel right here is the angel that I've been waiting to show up. She said, yeah, no, I'm going to shut all this shit down, okay? Because you're not about to try to withhold information that you claim to have about me. Like, we can shut all this shit down right the fuck now, because I'm not about to let this toxic energy into my home, into my space. Hello, thank you. Send them bitches back to Potomac. Send her back. Send her back. Like, Ashley and Giselle will be on the first thing motherfucking spoken. But again, this is the angel that I've been waiting to see. I need this to be consistent. I need you to be on their ass when it comes down to the reunion, because they keep coming at you unprovoked. And don't let them play in your face. But anyway, that was the end of the episode. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. I think that Ashley and Giselle are whack and weak. They tried it. And you don't get to be playing in people's faces. So I'm glad that Angel is doing what needs to be done. Because bitch, y'all on her turf now. So what's up? Wendy is still embracing her pick-me energy. Who else? Everybody else was pretty much cool. But yeah, the three of them definitely tap danced on my motherfucking nerves. Oh yeah, Monique, girl, your healing journey, girl, gone. Anyway, be sure to check us out again for the Whether You Like It or Not panel, hosted by Scotty by Nature TV at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel, hype the video, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.